Hello and welcome back, Josh, Sam, and anyone else who's watching to You Stay Classy, Sammarinese. I can remember the name, it's easy, it's fine. We're back, we're beginning our Serie B season. Things are not as rosy as one would have expected. So, for example, if we go to the boardroom, we can see that the wage budget has increased by £1,000 from last year, or €1,000 from last year. We're currently spending over that, and we have a very small squad. I couldn't sell anyone for any money. We had to, well, that's not entirely true. I think we got about £20,000 in fees. We had to ship a load of players out. I've had to do some wonders in terms of cup games that we played over the pre-season in order to get us just above zero again in terms of our monthly budget, or just general budget. And we're already out of the cup. Of the proper cup, so we're having some struggles. I'll show you first the transfers, I guess. So let's look here. Out has been a lot of players, players who you'll remember briefly. Ogliari, the goalkeeper. Maurizio Barone has gone. Bigoni was the other goalkeeper. Yeah, was he? No, Duccio Bigoni. Yes, he was, and he's gone off to Catania. D'Ambrosio has left. He now plays for Lugo. He's actually, rubbish. We sold Esmail Bazagar for a little bit of money, £12,000 to the 4th division side, Santa Cangelo. I don't know. Them. We sold Liberati, went on a free. Salak went to Banek Ostrava for £16,000 euros. And Gambino and Bocchetti both left on free transfers to other teams in the division below. Coming in, we have Michael van den Bar from the Netherlands. He's pretty good. Comes in from Heerenveen. I actually signed him last winter, I think, with the intention of him being a midfielder for the Serie C season. But he's come in and he's going to be like a kind of midfielder on the right there. He's pretty good. He's 30. Not much resale value probably, but I mean none of our players have any resale value, so that's pretty normal. Then the other player that's come in from Bromley this time, Emmanuel Mutari. He's another player who I thought that we would be in the division below when we signed him. Nevertheless, he's okay. He'll fill a role, and so that's good. We've also got a new goalkeeper, Mirko Crudeli, comes in from Pistoiese, who were Serie. I don't even know where they play. In fact, Serie D, so I don't know what he was doing down there, but he must have played amazingly well. He did. He's come in for us, and he looks pretty good. We've got Ricardo Esteves, who is on too much money and is a left midfielder, but you'll have to trust me that it was basically impossible to sign any players of any note. We brought in Jean Villamoz, who's a pretty good centre-back. He's come in from Grasshoppers. We got him for free. He's on a lot of money, but he's actually pretty good, so that maybe isn't the worst thing. And then left back was becoming a problem, so we have Jeroen Visser, a player who we are paying way too much money for, who's coming from the Eredivisie, and another left back, Edmilson Teixeira Barbosa from Guinea-Bissau. Terrible, really, but he's the other best player that we could afford. He comes in from Mansfield. What a career he's had. He will be the backup left back, me should think. And even with all these players going and coming in, we still pay more than we have in our wage budget. You will have noticed before. I know maybe you won't have, but if we go here, we are currently under a new board takeover, although it seems like this one isn't a Saudi billionaire. This time it's just some random dude. So maybe he'll come in and give us a little bit more money to spend. But I mean, everyone expects us to come 22nd. The board expects us to avoid relegation, which would mean, I mean, theoretically in this division you can finish in these positions, I think, and not get into the relegation playoff. Although, like last season they did, so I don't really know how it works. Actually, look, we can just look at the rules. Who gets relegated? Relegation. Bottom 4 teams are relegated to Serie 1 if more than 4 points separate 18th and 19th. Bottom 3 teams are relegated if fewer than 5 points separate 18th and 19th. Right. To be honest, really, that doesn't really make much sense to me. So really, we need to be aiming to just avoid that nonsense altogether and come up here. I don't want to go straight back down, but we are playing in a league where a lot of these teams are pretty good. Who's expected to win it this year, by the way? Do we know? Let's just have a quick flick through. So Varese, for example, they're a team that maybe we could think about beating. Torino is supposed to come second. Sassuolo, the team that came up with us, is supposed to come up to finish around 13th. So being as we beat them last year, that does give me a little bit of hope. Parma, who we just lost out to in the cup, they're expected to come 5th, and Palermo are supposed to come top. If we look at Palermo's squad, they have a number of players who are worth a lot of money. We have no players worth anything more than... Oh, we got someone who's worth 500k, Ricardo Esteves. So somehow he's worth that much, I don't know. He came in from Porto. From Sporting. Literally looking at the word right there. If we look at our fixtures, we've played a few cup games. We played a friendly against Wolfsburg and one against Atalanta. We then played the Money Please Cup, where we won through to the final but lost out to Udinese. We then played in the Seriously Money Please Cup, losing to Roma and then Cagliari. And then the I'm So Broke Cup final, we lost to Genoa and then to Fiorentina. We did get through the Italian Cup second qualifying round, but we then lost out 2-1 to Parma, who are in this division. So yeah, although it was was it actually statistically close? It wasn't that bad actually. Yeah, so we didn't do too badly there. Now we're playing Empoli, who are, where are they predicted to come? 10th. And then I see that actually our second game is against Varese, who are one of those teams that are predicted to come around us. So if we could get off to a bit of a flyer, these two games should be good for us. Potential teams that we should be sort of matching wits with, then that could be really positive for us. Let's hope that we can, because I anticipate a very tough season. We've got a fraction of the budget of everybody else, and we are expected to comfortably survive relegation. So we'll have to see what we can do there. What have we got? We've got everybody playing properly except for I want to play Jovanovic. Couldn't sell Jovanovic. He refused to leave because, and I quote, he likes playing with Ben Wheatland as manager, which is insane, but also cool. Is Zucchetti better than Esteves? Not really. They're all shit. This is the problem. We're going to put in Vandenbar instead of Secondo, though, and Zaffarani can start on the right. And then up front, I don't think we have very many options because Cardelli is back fit again. So we'll start with Morelli and Enna, and we'll bring on Cardelli if not. But yeah, I've purged as much as I can whilst keeping at least one or two options in each position. You'll notice there aren't any loan players. That's because I scouted the entirety of Serie A and the Premier League in hope to find someone who wants to come to us on loan. No one does. Now we're at the point where people want loan fees for players. And whoa there, friend. And we just don't have the money to spend any loan fees. We can pay some wage, or we could pay some wages before, but at this point in time, we don't even have the money to do that. It's tough. So and also I'm not sure what the loan rules are, but in the divisions below, you had to sign all loanees within the normal transfer. Oh, we scored! Villamor scores. Yes, come on. Sammarino 1-0. That's our first ever goal in the Serie B. That's his first ever goal for us within 12 minutes of playing. Although Morelli is injured, we have taken the lead, a shock lead. Villamor's good header. So like I was trying to say, the second of go on Ferrari. Lou Ferrigno in goal there. Zaffarani's cross. Ferrari heads it clear, and it's a corner. Ferrari went in for headers and missed. Let's just watch this, and then I'll go back to the loan market. Ferrari heads over. Yeah. So in the 3rd division and the 4th division, you can only loan players within the transfer window. I don't know if that's true now. I also cannot sign any players from outside the EU at all, whereas in Serie A you can sign 2 a year from outside the EU, so there's no chance of me signing a couple of Brazilians who will then just go on and, we can sell on through. We're not there yet. So we're going to have to find other ways of getting money and surviving. It's a tough one. But but we'll see. Maybe this league isn't as intimidating as it. Oh God, go on, Anna! Oh, maybe this league won't be as tough as it sort of feels. Because logically, Zaffarani. Oh, yeah. I think there's an element to this which I'm ascribing logic of English league football to the Italian league, where you assume that the Championship is a lot better than League One, but in these divisions, like the third and fourth divisions were pretty much the same, and I feel like this might be. I suspect that there's a possibility that the bottom half of the Serie B is much of a muchness, and the top half are much of a muchness, but they're all the ones that have just been down from Serie A, and us at the bottom have the ability to, like, if you string the results against those bottom teams, unlucky there. If you string a few results against those bottom teams, you can probably do enough to keep yourself up. That's what I'm hoping, although I've got no evidence to back that up. So it's just a hope at this point. We are winning though, so that's good. Okay, maybe we shouldn't be praising everybody too much. Mirko Credelli in goal, taking a 3 division step up on his debut for the club. Oh no. It seemed to just go off his back. Didn't even look like he realised what was going on. It's 1-1. Empoli have equalised. Nevertheless, a point wouldn't be a bad way to start off this division. I would like a goal to win it for us, but just not losing would be good. It's a cracking effort from their midfielder, and they are 2-1 up after having been... Enna's not playing well. We're going to bring him off and bring on Ciardelli. This is having a bad game. In fact, both of our wing-backs are having a bad game. Or full-backs, maybe, is what we should call them. It's tough. Vandenbar tackles. Estevez. Giresi. Farina. Oh, he was offside. Okay. They've built up a little bit of momentum in this last 2 minutes. Hopefully that we can just sort of nip that in the bud. Try and get back to it ourselves. That's nice. Jovanovic to Estevez. Estevez's cross. No. Jovanovic to Vandenbar. Vandenbar hits wide. It's a concern. Jovanovic to Vandenbar. Zaffarani. In the middle to Morelli. Oh, he made a save. Unbelievable for Igno. The hulking goal there. Zaffarani to Ferrari. Heads over. Okay. What do we do? This is really playing badly. Colombini is going to come on for Jovanovic, who's also not playing well. He could have bagged us about 120 grand, maybe up to as much as 160 grand if he had gone to some of the better offers. But he just won't leave me, which is irritating. I mean, obviously I have my own sort of cult of personality at every club I visit, but it does seem odd that I need you to leave. I need money from you, Klepcharek. And the other thing being irritating, that you can't just sort of immediately flog on players who've just signed, because Fai, I would have liked to have got rid of Fai, but we've got nobody to bring in to replace him. Like, he's not on super high wages and he's not worth very much. So getting rid of him would only serve to give us a squad spot, and it probably wouldn't bring... Well, it definitely wouldn't bring the wage budget back under control. So we would still need... that gap can only then be filled by a loanee if we can get one in. And I'm not even sure we now can do. Great ball through. Cardelli to Estevez. We're not playing badly. And Empoli are absolutely not dominating us. They just had a strong 5-minute spell. Visser to Ciardelli. Vandenbar to Ciardelli. Cuts back. He's only one-footed. Giacomelli's free kick goes way over. Ugh. Well, I think if we could finish the season in 15th, that wouldn't be too bad. Oh no, Giresi. Gambuza, they have a corner. I have not ever been relegated on Football Manager, except... Well, no, that's not true. Once I got relegated from the Premier League with Notts County, and then I won the league the season afterwards. But that's not even on this game. So on 2012, I've never been relegated. I've only been sacked once. I don't intend to follow that up, break those records with San Marino at all, but it's going to be this is going to be a challenge, and not one of the, like, at least in this one, there's no need to sort of feel frustrated because we know the club are better, that we know the players that we've got are better or whatever. We know that we're working within a budget, a tight budget, and we know that we're probably just going to have to do our best as managers. But that brings with it its own frustrations. Gambusa, Empoli win. Well, unlucky. They played very well. We did pretty good. The concern was the wing backs, which I knew was a problem, and there's nothing much I can do about it wage-wise. After this video, I'm going to check in on some potential loans again. Maybe things have changed since I last did it. I don't know that that's the case, but it's possible. Varese drew 2-2. Okay. So, yes, we are struggling already. It's only one game though. What I could really do with is the board takeover going through and the new owner being a little bit more flash and giving us some more money. Because if he could increase our wage budget, I could sign a couple of young players. Because now the thing's shut, you can only have under 21 players unregistered. So I could sign some young under 21 players if I had a budget to do so. The added bonus of that being that they're the more likely ones to get us some money in the future. Concern. Trying to work out how to do this. The other thing is, I suppose, it's unlikely that they'll sack me if we got relegated. So we could use this as a come up, get some experience, drop down. But the thing is, the only way that works is if you get money from it. So look, so for example, our season tickets have well, as it says, soared. Here we've doubled our season ticket holders, which is very good. You'd think that would mean that would increase our budget, but we've literally got no more budget. Okay, we lost apparently last time we played Varese Calcio. Looking to play an open 3-second game. Yeah, because going down, I mean, it wouldn't mean anything because we wouldn't even be able to sell our good players for money because we're in a shitty league. So really, the only way to make this work properly is we have to stay up, and then we have to do that a number of years before we can then retain our status comfortably and then move on to... I mean, maybe we can do that this year. I'm all in my own head, and I'm concerned, and it's because I'm recording it. Usually this sort of bit has been... Oh, Swindon have moved into their new stadium, by the way. Oh, no. So they think I should... Whoa, he's on loads of money. They think he should be allowed to see out his current contract till the end of the year. Well, I mean, we haven't got any options, have we? So we have to let him stay. But yeah, we are probably going to have to make him leave. Can I have a private chat and ask if he's planning to go into management? Oh yeah, here you go. Let's get him as assistant manager. What about... No, okay. Could I... There's just nothing. Okay, we're going to end the contract. He's on a huge wage, though. We could really do with that money. Also, the boardroom. So the other thing I was trying to do was interact with the board and get a parent club, but they won't. I don't know why. And that's very frustrating because that would be a great way of getting players in. Cesena actually managed to survive in the top division last season. They have no players in their reserves who are any good. Like Flavio De Marco, he's just not. That's not good enough. We can't use that. I can scout him again, and maybe he'll be interested to join us on loan. This fella here, for example, he's crap. Muki, rubbish. Orazio Fay, terrible. In fact, we already had him on loan. Yeah. Actually, he did okay. I don't remember playing. No, that wasn't. That was the year before. Okay, shame. Yeah, Christ, we are screwed. This season's going to be tough. Dennis Kessels, useless. The least creative man on the history of the planet. Okay, so here we go. We're going to play the second game of the video. It's 20 minutes in. That should mean that we make around about half an hour. Sammarino away to Varese Calcio. Can we do it? I don't know. I'm not going to make wholesale changes because I don't think there's any need. Maybe we'll bring on Zucchetti instead of Estevez, who didn't play brilliantly last time round, although does it matter? Probably not. I mean, Jovanovic didn't play well. We'll take Jovanovic out as well, bring in Colombini. Quattrini is another player that I did try and move on, but I assume his wages mean that he can't be, like no one else wants him. I offered a load of players out, so a lot of a reason that a lot of our players left on freeze is because the only way I could shift them was to offer them with no money. Oh, did I just say I don't think there's anything to throw? Good one. Okay, come on, we need to beat Varese Calcio now. Relegation 6-pointer, it's the second game of the season. Credelli up towards Morelli. Okay, Credelli saves. Visser. Used to work. Oh, Zucchetti, come on. Barile to Nardi to Mauro. Bigliazzi hits the ball wide. They've already had 2 chances. One of them has come directly from a goal kick of ours. It's not good. They've got Frankie Dettori at the back. Bigliazzi up to Mauro. Come on. Oh. Incredible strike. Right. Zaffarani, come on, mate. Yes, that's it. Straight in with a free kick. That's what we want. His 50th goal for us. Come on, I've just done a double fist pump. That's what we need. We've pegged him back immediately. Get rid of that air of desperation from my voice. Thank you. Can we do more? Barile to Guadagni. Can we get our foot on the ball a little bit here, guys? They're playing 4-4-2. Oh man, if they could finish properly. I mean, no wonder they're expected to be terrible as well. Why do we never have the ball? Villamors. Jean. Del Rio to Majic. And Nardi was offside. Tommaso Nardi. Okay. They are dominating us. Cavalieri. Oh, get in there and win the ball. Nardi to Majic. Giacomelli. Oh, Jesus. In an ideal world, we'd have replaced 50% more players, I think. I don't think that any of our players are really good enough. Maybe the 2 strikers are okay, but I still would have preferred another one. I think I spoke at length in one of the videos in the promotion thing saying that we would look to get in at least one more good striker, and we've brought in none. So this is, in fact, all we've done in terms of strikers is sold players. So there's not much. This is a fucking nightmare. Sammarino. Okay, Colombini to Morelli. Vandenbar. Giacomelli's ball to Morelli. Oh, Morelli, yes, Enna scores. Yes, come on. Enna gets his first goal of the season. Someone's injured. Barile is injured. And we are 2-1 up. We got there in the end. We managed to get ourselves a goal. 2-1. In the heady heights of 10th, if we can keep this up. It's a good turnaround from Sammarino. That's exactly the kind of thing we needed. Now we need to take some pressure off of the back 4, really, by not maybe defending for the entire freaking game. Del Rio. Bacci. Or Bacchi, I don't know. Majic. Guadagni. Del Rio hits it well wide. We are being spared by the fact that they have a dreadful, dreadful strike force. Pleased with how it's going. Keep it up. Maybe y'all in midfield can take an assertive, because I didn't say anything to you at the beginning. We've got 3 yellow cards already. We ended up second in the bookings table last season. Although I'm not sure we got a single. We didn't get. I don't think we got a single red card. Actually, that's not true. I think we must have got 1. But yeah, most of it was just yellows. Cavalieri, Bigliazzi. Oh, come on. Ranieri. Oh, Ranieri, but Crudelli saves. I'm starting to wonder whether Crudelli's actually as good a signing as I felt like he was. At the time when I viewed his scout report, we didn't have a first-choice goalkeeper because the goalkeeper's contract expired, and it wasn't until all those contracts expired that I could actually afford to bring anyone in. So it's possible. Fucking hell, God! It's possible that he's actually no good at all. Although he's better than Chappie was before. Okay, God. Okay, 2-2. But it's all right. Just a point would be good. I mean, we need 3 from this game, really. But let's get a point first in this season. Crudelli up to Visser. Visser along the line to Estevez. Estevez, his ball to Enna. Estevez again with the ball. Can he cross? No. Visser, can he cross? No. Muntari. Vandenberg to... Oh, Enna, mate. We don't have the luxury of being able to miss chances like that. Crudella, Visser, up to Estevez. Estevez plays it off Braga, and it's now our throw-in. Come on. 71 minutes, 72 minutes. Do we have a free kick? We do. Mutari, go left. Villamois. Van den Bar has a shot from range. It's deflected out for a throw. Estevez, go... Yes, Enna. What are you doing there? Oh, we've given her a free kick. I thought that might have been a penalty. If we'd been lucky, but we weren't. 75 minutes gone. They have a corner. Oh, we made a save. Morelli. Okay, I thought he was wandering over to get himself sent off there. Crudelli, come on now, let's go. No. They hit the crossbar. 83 minutes gone. 85 minutes gone. Can we get a late winner here? Estevez keeps going. Crosses. Cavallari manages to just tip it out. I don't know how. Colombini now. Can we make most of this? No, they get a throw. Fucking hell. Baki. Oh, he hit the post. Nardi crosses to nobody. Colombini can get there and clear, surely. Huge clearance, but Araya's there. Five fouls. Not a good place to foul, you mug. Come on. Okay, well, we've escaped with a point. Okay. Empoli drew, so alright. We are 19th. That's not good. Although obviously a win would put us third, so that's also have some. How are Sassuolo doing? They're doing very well. Bollocks. God damn it. Okay. They were better than us, but it was away. We got a point away from home. We can't complain too much about that. Whose fixtures do we have next? We've got Parma, who are doing terribly as well, and Pavia, who are... Where are they? They are... What? Pavia, who are 14th. So we're playing a couple of teams who are not in brilliant form. They've not started the season brilliantly. It's possible. Now, let's just look at where we're going to record, because I feel like this season's going to be a lot of struggle. I mean, there's no more cup game. We're out of everything. So this is all we've got left. Can we maybe play... do you mind if I just pick games that I think we might win? How good are Monza? FT to come 16th. Let's do Sassuolo and Monza. Although Andrea also newly promoted. Oh, all right. Let's do Monza and Andrea as our next video. Hopefully, we'll have some news on the takeover by then, and maybe we'll have some loan signings to bolster our efforts. So I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.